Okay, I thought a short tour around this little steam engine collection might be interesting for people. So we'll start from on this shelf from this end. We've got that's a Weeden. I can't remember exactly which model numbers they are. I think that's a 904 or 903, that one. And there's another Weeden. Again, then we going down this end. We have these are the Latimer planes. I think that's in. No, these are not Latimer planes. I'll tell a lie. These are Luton Bowmans. That's a PW 203, the big one, and then on the end, the little PW 201. And then we'll come down to the next shelf. And we have it's the little boiler plant and engine that I actually made myself, although that features a Luton Bowman PW 201 boiler. And then we've got recently scratch built solenoid engine. Sitting next to it is a twin cylinder Tubal Cain inspired steam engine, which I built from scratch, and a single cylinder. Again, this is direct from Tubal Cain's website, and there's a video which shows you exactly how to make that one. Yeah, okay, so this is the Bowman shelf. We start off with the M140 twin. That's the M135. The M158. The M167. The M175. And the tiny little M180 on the end. So that's the Bowman shelf. Okay, this is the sliding shelf. That's 13.1 we start with, and then the 13.2. Very interesting rotating valve arrangement on the 13.2. Lovely little engine. The 13.3, and on the end with the gears, the 13.4. Unfortunately, I don't have the 13.5, which is the one sliding engine that I'm missing, but you never know. Hopefully one day might actually get that. Okay, this is the SEL shelf, or Signalling Equipment Limited, I should say. We start off with the 1520 minor, and then we have the 1530 junior. And we have the first of two 1540s. This is the 1540 standard, which was badged as an SEL, and then next to it is basically an identical engine, but that was marketed as the 1540 Merit standard, so it doesn't have the badge on the base plate as the same as the other one did. And then coming down to the end, we have the twin, which is the 1550 Major. And then right on the end of the SEL shelf, we have this interesting oddity, I suppose you could call it. There was a company in America called SAF, which made these toy engines. I've only seen two. I've only got one, and it's basically an electric powered engine which mimics a steam engine. You can't really see it from there, but basically there's an electric motor here which drives this pulley, which moves this little piston in and out, which pressurizes this with air, and then that allows the whistle to work. They're quite an interesting toy. It's all cast aluminium, quite well made. The paintwork's a bit rough on that one, but you know, obviously it is quite old. Yeah, so that's there because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. Okay, this shelf is all American Empire model steam engines, and starting at this end, this is a B30. There we go, onto this. This is a Model 32. A Model 46. Model 90. And the truly stunning, I just absolutely love this engine, and I will be doing a retrospective on it at some point in the future, the B35 steam turbine, and that really is awesome bit of kit. Okay, over here we have the Stuart 10H. I don't really know the manufacturer of the boiler. It's one I got off of eBay, but it's absolutely lovely. Then come across and down. Yes, right. That's Wilesco D16. Very nice too. And then over here we have the two big Bowmans. That is the Bowman M101, which was the subject of my first model steam engine retrospective. And sitting next to it is the big Bowman twin, which is the Bowman M122. Then nesting away on the shelf below the two big Bowmans it's an early Dole engine, probably from the 1930s. I'm not actually sure what model it is. I'm still trying to find out what it is exactly. It does run. I have run it, and there is a video of it running, but it does need a lot of work, a lot of restoration work. So that's on the to-do shelf, basically. Okay, tucked away on this shelf we have that's a Joseph Falk model 1442/2. Next to it is a Bitzer steam engine that I made out of all sorts of bits of scrap that I had lying around, spare parts, which it does actually work. You can't see it very well because unfortunately they've got the mains cable all curled around it. Next to that is the first of the Mersey engines. This is a Mersey Models 51. And then right next to it is the Mersey Model 52R. And then sitting on the end there, in all its glory, is my only Wilson Brothers engine. I believe they made two. This is the larger one of the two, but it's the only one by that manufacturer that I've actually got at the moment. Okay, one of the top shelves. This is a solid operated beam engine, very, very old. Again, it was an eBay acquisition. I have no idea who made it, but it uses a mercury switch as a contact breaker. It's fascinating to watch it running. This is a scratch built, it's basically a Meccano steam engine base and cylinder, and I got the boiler off of eBay and I cobbled it up together. This is a very early German steam engine plant. I think it's probably correct. I'm not entirely sure. But it didn't have a boiler with it, so I've made it up with, it's an old Mammoth car boiler, basically. The vertical engine is a Watt Victor, American, electrically heated. And then on the end we have, I think that is the Empire Model 43 on the end. Which is the last of my Empire engines, again electrically heated. Okay, another top shelf. This is Latimer Production, so Latimer Plain L5. Then its smaller brother, the L4. This is a beautiful, mainly copper boiler and engine. There's some brass in it. Made scratch built engine, which I got off eBay. I have no idea who it was who manufactured it, but the guy was an artist. It's just beautiful. Okay, this is, I think that this is a Joseph Falk engine. I'm not sure what the model is, but I just got the engine and the flywheel. I didn't get a boiler, so I mated it up to a Mammoth boiler, and it works fine. And then my only Jensen, model number 76. Which is in excellent condition. This came as a kit, I believe, but this one was, I actually bought this one fully assembled. Okay, this is a scratch built oscillating engine, which I got off of eBay. It's in a pretty poor state when I got it, but it's a very unusual design, so and it interested me, and I've restored it, and it runs fine. Here we have the lovely little Torch electromechanical engine. This is a solenoid operated engine. These just are superb. Here we have an appalling attempt by me to make a solenoid engine. This is completely scratch built, and it does actually run amazingly. And then finally on the end we have my only Japanese engine, which is, I think this is a CK Matsukoto engine from around about 1948. Don't have the burner for it, but it does run. Okay, right, I think this is the last shelf for the main steam room. So here we have the Robert Fulton line engines. We have a vertical one, horizontal one using piston valve and horizontal oscillator. Then we have my recently restored Care East engine. And finally on the end, another recent acquisition, this lovely little German Schooner steam engine, vertical, from about the early 1900s, I believe. Okay, last but not least, the Mammoth Collection. I'm not going to run through all of these because there are way too many for me to remember all the different model numbers, but you'll get the point. These have been built up over a number of years, and I'm still on the lookout for Mammoths if I can come across a rare one at a decent price. And that's about it for the steam engine collection tour.